Charlie Chaplin is often remembered by the titles that best describe him, as an actor, a director, and as a comedian. However, his roles as a writer as well as producer were just as important in the film industry and were frequently the driving force behind many of his productions. Chaplin's career spanned over 70 years and the transition from the silent film era to synchronized sound, giving him an impressive lineage when dealing with the development of the film industry as a whole and Chaplin's development as an artist. The film critic Elie Faure attributes this to Chaplin's vision, claiming his ideas to be projecting from the inner consciousness a personal vision of the object in a form that is actually visible. It is this later development that is most interesting, as Chaplin's personal beliefs came to be major aspects of his film career. Chaplin's personal beliefs were the primary influences on his films, and the most visible of these films include Hardship as seen in The Gold Rush, Politics in The Great Dictator, and the women in the film A Woman in Paris. The Gold Rush is a silent-era film that begins by portraying those who adventure into the wilderness in search of gold as tireless adventurers facing many hardships on their way to wealth. With the entrance of Chaplin as his tramp character, the mode is switched to a humorous tone as he quickly walks across a narrow cliff and, unbeknownst to him, a bear emerges from a cave behind him. The aspects of hard work and adventure feature heavily into Chaplin's famous character, the tramp, which is explained to us by Neil Hurley's observation of as a man who lived on the edge of society, ostracized and ignored by those around his character. This can be seen throughout his film, especially at this scene here, where Chaplin is confronted by a bandit who wishes to take possession of gold mine that Tramp knows the location to. It is at this time that Chaplin's character is confronted by hardship of another kind, not just that of working or of surviving in the wilderness, but of surviving.
Where is it? Answer me, I say, answer me! Counsel, speak, man! Tell me! Where's the cabin? The cabin, where is it? At last I shall find my mountain of gold. To your feet, man, quick! You're coming with me. Take me to the cabin and I'll make you a millionaire in less than a month.
While Chaplin's influences could often be seen as an actor, his influence as a director were just as powerful in issuing his personal messages. Chaplin was heavily influenced throughout his life by his mother, Hannah Chaplin, who became the basis of many of his female characters opposite himself in films. Stephen M. Wiseman argued that this derivative from Hannah was not an act of defiance or mockery, but was Chaplin's own way of interpreting a young woman's problematic sexuality in a similar manner to her own. In this case, Chaplin was focused on the difficult sexuality of Mary St. Clair, the lover of Jean and mistress of Pierre Revel. A troubled woman, she struggles in deciding how and with whom she would spend her life, the man she loves or the man who provides for her in exchange for her body. Such an issue would have faced Chaplin's mother, who Wiseman states ran off with at least 2 men on 2 separate occasions since her marriage to Chaplin's father. In this case, A Woman of Paris reveals a darker set of beliefs Chaplin held toward his mother and women, one in which a woman breaks the heart of her love, and through his death, has a kind of catharsis in raising children. The orphans in the story, as seen in this scene towards the end of the film, could be related to Chaplin and his brother, who were raised almost solely in the care of their mother. However, until that scene is reached, the scene of Mary St. Clair's lover is just as indicative of Chaplin's belief that women were able to choose comfort over love and the satisfaction of marriage, in Chaplin's belief. Chaplin was as involved in political matters as any major film star of the modern day. However, his major breakthrough in political satire comes from The Great Dictator, an anti-Hitler and anti-Nazi satire. It shows the German state for what Chaplin believed it to be during the early years of the Second World War. Chaplin performs as Hinkle, a great dictator of his own nation in search of ever greater power. But despite this, he and his officers continually blunder through several of his schemes. Harry A. Grace takes these blunders and explains them for what they are, which is the pathos of the totalitarian state is seen through a national figure. Chaplin's personification of a completely power-hungry oppressor, one who fails multiple times, shows his ability to take complete serious subjects in humorous light. However, it is Hurley who again best explains Chaplin's character, not as just a personification of social commentary, but as Chaplin's new moral voice. Chaplin became more vigorous in his commentary on society to the point of adopting the role of an Old Testament prophet. With his character now more vocal with his own
what I say tonight will not be directed to the sons and daughters of the double cross,
to its own here by showing the actor
the children of Israel,
and personifying the popular beliefs of the time as well. Ultimately, all of these characters showed Chaplin's personal beliefs in some regard, and as the subject of more times changed, these became ever more personal to Chaplin and his audience.